What? What time is it? Almost 9 p.m.? But I've only been up for 9 hours. How'd that happen? Actually, I know exactly how that happened. After the second night of the staged readings at my school, I went out with my friend Dennis to see Rocky Horror Picture Show because it was the April Fool's night and I had to go see it. I love the Rocky Horror here in New York because the cast is awesome. The movie playing in the background and the shadow cast up front, and they all love their parts and have fun with it. It was a blast last night. And my friend Dennis had never seen the movie before, let alone seeing it at a movie theater with the shadow cast. And then I took him on the April Fool's night. And this April Fool's night involved random jokes tossed into the movie that the cast didn't even know about. So, like, when Brad's at the sign and he stops and he thinks, and he's like, I really love the, and he's gonna say skillful, we shout out, starts with an S, and then name off other things that start with an S that I can't mention here. And the movie last night involved a scene from an old 80s movie that said, it was like in the phone book and they're like, Smith, Swanson, and looking for different things that start with an S. It was very well done. And so many little bits put in were like things that are normally yells, which is where the yell came from in the first place, and different things like that. And the very beginning, where Trixie normally dances, it's the red lips that start up. They first put in the Minions, Despicable Me, and so the person's up there and he's dancing around to that, but he didn't expect that at first, so he's like, okay. And yes, I did just say he, along with the parts thrown in as Easter eggs into the movie, they also had cast in a hat night last night. So they were dressed up for their part that they had been assigned for the night, Rocky, Columbia, whoever. But they weren't playing that person. They all drew out, actually they had an audience member draw, and they drew other characters. So the guy dressed as Rocky played Trixie, the magenta played Columbia, Frankenfurter played Dr. Scott, Janet played Frankenfurter, Brad played Magenta, the criminologist played Riff Raff, Eddie played the criminologist, Dr. Scott played Eddie, Trixie played Janet, and Riff Raff played Rocky. It was a fun night. Of course, it was really confusing for any virgins, I'm sure, especially if they're complete virgins like my friend was. And an even better thing about it is my friend Katie has been part of the crew for a couple months now, and this weekend was her first night performing. She played Trixie Friday night, and she was supposed to play Trixie last night, but as I said, Trixie played Janet. So my friend, who had never performed before, played Janet. And she did a really good job. She did a fantastic job. Actually, really everyone did, minus the not knowing the words, but everyone did a fantastic job on the movements and where to be and how to dance as that person. And it was fun. It was hilarious to watch and it was so much fun. But yeah, it was a blast. And here's a montage of different photos from the night. So yeah, that's my VEDA vlog for today. Since it's 9 p.m. I have some schoolwork to do that I haven't finished yet. And if any of you live in New York City, comment below, message me something. Let's get together and let's hang out and let's go see Rocky and just fun stuff like that. Because I'm down for having some fun. Peace, y'all.